in the upper right in the green.
KT roster first.
And in the bottom left, in the red,
G-Nail Green Wings Maru.
wow, he holds his wrist like that?
I didn't see.
It was kind of up, perched up like that. I don't know, might have just been that how that one camera shot was. We have,
Proxy racks. Wow. I think it's a cool place for him to cheese, actually.
Yeah, why not?
Maru, you know, he is one of these players that we've talked about before where plans a series very well and mixes in a lot of cheese. Like, there's a few top players that mix in quite a bit of cheese, like MVP used to do. Sulky does it. Maru does it. And we see here, this is...
Okay, no, it's fine. Well, it depends on who you're rooting for, but it's fine for Maru.
Well, I think everyone's got to be rooting for another Terran player in the round of 16.
As good as first is.
Yeah,
and as great as his play is, he's a great player still.
Yeah. Unfortunately for first, once he loses here, if he loses here, like his prospects even in playing Pro League are pretty low with Zest and Stats both on his team. But so I'd like to see him go through, but having Maru in there would just be fantastic.
Well, he knows now. First is coming in there and said, "Wait a minute, this is really weird."
Just checked his own main. Will he start a Zealot? Zealot, okay, he does.
Yep, he does.
That's very important. Will he?
We have a bunker.
The Zealot?
There's a bunker at the bottom of the ramp.
Yeah, he sees it. Okay, this is really important. Now, this means that he can actually start putting in Chronos. Now, this just comes down to micro. Like, it is absolutely holdable and it is absolutely possible that Maru can kill him.
Okay, well, the probes are coming down now, and then they're going to try to dive in here.
Oh, can he get that SCV? Oh my God, he gets both SCVs. That is so big.
That is so important.
Will he send out more SCVs? Let's watch.
I think he is sending one more SCV out.
Yep, it looks like he is.
Now, again, if both players are microing perfectly, the Marines always beat the Zealot.
Yeah.
Okay, there is one SCV coming here.
Yeah, a lot of times you actually want to pull some probes with that Zealot, but hasn't done so. Now, yeah, okay, he gets that Stalker out. It's not surrounded or anything. Stalker is the important part here. Has even the Mothership Core now.
It looks like he definitely cut some corners here to get an army out. Because you can't really call it an army, but get a few Marines out here.
Look at this.
Bunker finishes.
Yep. Good finish on that, but he picked off a couple Marines, so that's really important. But this is, like, it's actually really hard to assess a situation like this. But
sure.
He killed 2 SCVs, forced another to come out.
Well, also keep in mind that Protoss can't expand yet.
No, he can't. The bunker is actually very annoying to deal with.
You know, the problem's not been solved yet just because Protoss isn't going to die. The fact of the matter is Protoss can't develop at all.
Very, very true.
So he's going to get 2 more gates down here.
Yeah, he did have a probe on the map, and in fact still has the probe. It's in the main base of Terran. But he didn't lay a pylon. So even though he's adding some gates, it doesn't mean that he can just instantly do a warp gate rush across the map. I think he's going to have to break down that... oh, he did not get warp gate. He skipped warp gate to get out the quicker Mothership Core plus Stalker to hold the rush. There it is.
That makes sense. I mean, we said earlier he must have cut some corners here because he had more than enough to defend here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's going to be a pretty late warp gate.
It is. And even, I guess he sees with the barracks that, in fact, warp gate is not finished. And there's quite a few Stalkers. And I don't know if he saw the extra gates or not, though. I guess it doesn't matter either way. He has to assume. There has to be more than just a gateway in here. He didn't really kill probes, so.
Well, he just ran right out. He wants to try to make these Marines never get back home. No one leaves here alive.
Well,
let's see how this actually works out.
He's done a pretty good job blocking this. Like, I like that he's warping in some Zealots. It's going to be the best way for him to break through here. If he loses a Stalker to a bunker...
I was going to say, if that dies, that's going to be very unfortunate.
As soon as you lose a Stalker in this situation to an unmicroed bunker in a non-pressure situation, that's when I banish you to Code A with you.
Well, you could. I see what he's trying to do here. He's cranking out a lot of stalkers. He wants to do some kind of blink all in from here.
Yeah, probably.
And just take out the remaining units, because it could look like, well, maybe he's going to go for some kind of expand.
Yeah, it's pretty late for an expand, which makes it tough. He is getting a robo. Like, thing is, he knows that everything from Maru should be a little bit slow as well. He saw when the CC started.
Yeah.
I like that he's putting up the Nexus. It feels so hard to actually break Maru in a situation like this when Maru has this much of a head start, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like Maru can just go attack him. It's not like he has quick stim or something like that. He doesn't have the greatest infrastructure after double proxy racks.
Well, it's really a matter of, can he hang on here? Now, he can blink right up on top of the tank. The question is, will he? Although I guess if he blinked inside, I think he just gets surrounded.
Yeah.
If he killed the tank, the SCVs would come out and just surround him. And
if he had, like,
that's it.
5 more stalkers, maybe he could do that, but he just absolutely does not.
Weird game. It started out weird. The response initially looked good, but then he got that warp gate so late.
Right now, Maru, I like it. I love that he's made some siege tanks here. It's really, really smart. Makes him completely impervious to something like Blink All In. And First is just going to have to try to figure out something to do from here. He's throwing up a Forge right now. And he already got his Robo. So, okay, that makes sense that you got the Forge, because I was like, wait, the Forge. Oh, wait, yeah, no, he has the Robo. It's not like you just get +1. This isn't a Zerg.
Well, I got to say, I like Maru's position here. Seems like he's getting there a little bit cleaner, more neatly done than his opponent is.
Yeah, this is kind of a gross place that First is in right at this second. Nothing is quite where it should be for his tech. He has to feel like he's a bit behind, but it's not like a completely unwinnable position. He definitely has some things he can do. Like, look, he's getting Warp Prism. He's going up into his Colossus tech. He realizes that Maru doesn't have a super strong force right now. Game definitely can normalize.
Certainly can. Well, the Observer's getting a really good idea of exactly what Maru has. Seeing that Maru's defense is just so solid. And from here, he may not actually go in with this Warp Prism. He might park it far out and just wait for a moment where
that would
Terran
be fantastic.
Moves out, and then he comes in there, unloads a bunch of Zealots, just starts going ham.
Actually, I think even theoretically you're completely correct. That's what he should be doing at the Prism. Like, because he is a little bit behind, so he should...
Maybe now, though, he's going to... Oh, no, never mind. I thought he was moving out.
Because he's a little bit behind and he knows it, he should just try to make the army turn around at some point. Maybe, I guess, it looks like he's just going to fly in. And really, I think Maru's not expecting it, so this definitely can do a little bit of damage anyways.
All right, well, we have a drop coming up. I mean, I like the way that Maru's reacting to this. He says, okay, wait a minute. Oh, my God. If he could says Warp Prism.
Yeah. I really liked your idea a lot better than what we saw here.
Yeah, I thought it would just be better to wait, you know?
Yeah. Because Maru's going to move out first, so then just drop, try to make him come back home, get more damage done than what we saw right there for sure. But now he's like aware of the Warp Prism completely. He's already shut it down once. He can feel a lot safer.
Well, the push is coming out now. I don't think this is how it should have ended up for First, man. I do think he should have waited. He's going to come out now.
This is a scary army.
The problem is that there's a lot of ways that Maru can hit here. He's got a lot of stalkers here. Excuse me, that's not what I meant to say. I just saw the stalkers here and said that. He's got a, you know, with the tanks here, he gets one good position.
Yeah.
And it's just really tough for Protoss to deal with.
Well, the position he's chosen to take is really, really smart. Look at this.
Yeah.
Setting up the bunker. He's going to be able to hit from very far away. Thermal Lance is about to finish, which is quite nice. And we do have Charge pretty close to done, I believe.
Yeah,
so
it's,
eventually he'll break this, but...
Oh, this is so dirty.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's just got siege tanks right up over here. There's not a lot you can do to even engage that. In fact, he lost so many stalkers there.
Yeah, that was really, really messy.
This looks like one of these old school Terran strats from like early, even pre-Brood War, just like StarCraft 1 without an expansion set.
All right, well, you know what? He actually kills a A medevac full of Marauders and both Siege Tanks losing a Colossus here. Yeah, he lost some Stalkers early on, but he held that well enough, I guess, that he's not dead yet.
Yeah, let's see how the rest of this game turns out. We do have the War Prism coming in here now, and this is what he was supposed to be doing from the beginning, was just have, wait for Terran to leave, and if he doesn't have anything here to defend, he can warp and start taking out SCVs and really weaken the attention that Maru's giving over here to the outside of first base.
Yeah, Prism's still doing some work at least, right? Like,
yeah.
He's actually forced those units that were supposed to rally up to stim back in, and that slows down the next attack. The Prism is now like, well, I guess he has a probe over at the third anyway, so he can confirm that there is no third base. He's actually putting up his own third Nexus. I disagree with this. I think that this is the easiest way for him to die. I think that right now against 2-base Maru, who's pushing you this heavily, you must turtle in your natural. All you have to do here is like stay alive, or I guess that's what you should do, because this is like how he can kill you.
Oh my god. Well, this is pretty scary. That's a lot of Widow Mines. Not all able to be activated. Okay, he's going to pick up, and let's see where he takes these.
Force field's actually really good there. This is really nice. Zealot's in the natural
right now. Oh my god,
now.
he's actually like doing aggro like Widow Mine drops here. This is pretty cool. Now, how many of these will actually fire? Does he kill all of them?
He killed all of them.
Wow, he made that look like a big mistake. Well, they're both taking heavy blows right now. There's still Zealots at the natural for Terran, killing off SCVs. The third base for first has been denied.
And you know what? It's fine that it was denied, because he is dealing so much damage to Maru at home. Already killed a ton of SCVs in the natural. Now in the main base, the third that he put up, like, you know, it acted more as a giant force field in a place that Maru had to attack than anything else, I guess. It kind of bottlenecked everything and allowed him, or helped him rather, to hold on in a certain way. So first has done some great defense. And
we don't have another orbital here for Maru, right?
No,
is he actually just going to go low on this and just wait till his main is run out? Oh, nicely done. Very important that happened there, because this means it's all the pressure's now on first. There's nothing he can do to, hamper Maru here as far as aggression goes. He just has to micro his heart out. We
do have those Stalkers kind of roaming out in front a little bit. The army of Maru continues to grow and get so scary. Oh boy.
The boys have been pulled.
Yeah, indeed. That is a lot of boys as well. Holding here is going to be tough. He's making some Archons, which will help.
Yeah, that'll definitely help with the SCVs just there like that. But
he only has enough energy for maybe 2 force fields, though. Which means no Guardian Shield plus 2 force fields. Like oh god, this is a big, big attack.
Okay, he's coming up now. And we said that just as Arjo said, the 2 force fields are there.
Yeah, Maru's going to be able to bust him.
Looks like it. He's penetrated there, tearing through, and just obliterating these Colossi, which is usually a good sign that that's the beginning of the end. And he's just going to go right up here. There's not even probes mining at the third, so if he just hits the second, that is the back-breaking moment. Look at these Widow Mines going to come up here, box in the Protoss army.
Well, that is going to be that. Maru will advance and be the second Terran into that round of 16. That mine just killed like so many probes. But yeah, that's nothing left here. First is trying to hold on just because he knows that he just killed off so many SCVs that Maru has
it's his
almost
last chance, right? He wants to go to the round of 16. I don't blame the guy for trying.
Like, he technically has more probes right now by 2 times than his opponent. So it makes sense that he's holding on and trying, but this is not a situation where Maru will lose ever.
Yeah, you don't really recuperate from something like this.
Yeah, 1 base Protoss. He's not even 1 base. His main is mined out. No.
Okay. Well, so far, I mean,
these are the
just no way to recover
first.
Yeah.
That's
we're just watching a man die right now.
Yeah.
Now Maru doesn't have to engage. All he has to do next, looks like he's going to engage anyways. He didn't have to though, but all he had to do is actually pick up his main CC and float that to an expansion, and that's check and mate.
Yeah, he doesn't even care to do so. All he needs to do is micro hard here, and he should be able to just take it. Some brave micro here from first, I guess.
Yeah, some pretty gutsy play.
Force field plus shooting down medevacs is pretty good.
And And there it is. We should see GG now as Maru has won 2-0. And it's going to go into the round of 16. Great, cool results. We got Maru and Party moving on here. And I got to say, all the games today, absolutely a blast to cast.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys at home enjoyed watching it too.
Really, really good day of games here in Code S tonight. So, quite happy to have been here.
Yeah, it was
been
a treat.
able to watch and cast them. But Maru going on, this is the best story for everyone.
Yep.
Getting a Terran through. Oh, well, everyone but First, I guess.
Can't hide the smile on his face.
Yeah. Well, that was, First is a pretty tough opponent. Parting, of course, just slammed him. But, I think First has to be pretty happy overall with his day. He played very well, but he's going to be regretting that one engagement against Parting in Game 3, because if he won against Parting there, like his PvP looked like he could beat Parting again too. Like if he played Parting again right now in a best of 3, I think he could take it.
Yeah, I think so.
So if he had beaten Parting there, maybe Maru kills him like we just saw, and then he beats Parting when Parting comes back up or something. So First has to look then and say, oh, that one misstep. Ouch.
Ouch. Well, I'm happy with the results personally.
Absolutely. They were really good results.
The best possible results for the GSL. 2 players with a lot of personality moving on Parting.
Indeed.
And we have a Terran player going through.
Ridiculous
Maru.
skill, too. These two of the best players in the world, no doubt.
We're going to go to an interview with Maru. I don't believe that's quite ready yet. But I really got to say the games today were good.
Yeah, they were quite nice.
Not all of our GSL days have good games, but today was definitely one where the games kicked a lot of ass. Now on to the interview.
축하드립니다.
감사합니다.
Congratulations,
진출은
Maru.
어떠세요?
He says thank you.
제가 오늘 감기에 걸려가지고
So Maru, how do you feel?
되게 몸이 안 좋았는데
You know, I have a little bit of a cold today, and my condition wasn't very good.
짜고 있는 거 아니죠?
She said, you're telling a lie.
네.
He said, no.
하게 돼서 되게 좋아요.
컨디션 굉장히 좋아 보이는 게
She said,
컨트롤이 정말
He said,
대단했습니다.
even with the bad conditions I was in today, I may do it, and I'm really happy. And she says, your micro was amazing in those games.
굉장히 놀라운 경기를 보여주셨거든요.
And whenever you were engaging in battles,
비법 좀 알려주세요.
딱히
He's like,
없고
how are you able to multitask in micro
열심히
so
하면
well?
되는 것 같아요.
그냥 열심히 했을 뿐인데
네.
He says, just practice hard, I guess.
알려주셨는데, 자 오늘 박대만 해설도 굉장히 감탄을 금치 못하는 모습이었습니다. 어떻게 보셨어요?
야 마지막에 치즈 판단이 정말
now,
환상적이었거든요. 그거
our analyst is going to ask a few questions.
후반으로 갔을 때 많이
He says, so the
불리하지
last
않았을까요?
match,
프로토스가 이제 가스 한 1200 정도 되는 상황이었고
You went for,
막
that
거의 다
cheesy
뽑아낼
rush.
수 있었던 상황이었는데 분리해서 갔던 마지막 러시였던가요?
네, 거의 포기 러시였는데 어떻게 하다 보니까
Why did you
들어가지고
actually carry out that cheese strap?
그리고 보는 저희도 굉장히 신기했었는데
I wasn't really sure if it was going to work or
오늘
not.
전체적으로 이제
I just
바이킹을
went for it,
생산 안
and
했어요.
it went well.
그 다음에 완전히 뭐 해병 불고 무려선 그 다음에 지뢰 이러한
It was
체제를
interesting.
계속해서
You
유지를
didn't,
하면서 좀
produce
거시는
Vikings
상대로 할
in some of
때
those games.
어려운 모습을 많이 보여줬었거든요.
네.
평소 스타일이
Whenever
그래서
you
그런
do
건가요? 아니면은 뭐
deal with
어떻게?
Colossus, it
요즘에
seems like you're having a little bit of a tough
패턴이 그런
time.
제가 원래
Why were you avoiding Viking playing?
잘안 뽑게 되더라고요.
근데 앞으로 이런 식으로 계속 하게 되면 이제 프로토스 선수들이 노리고 나오니까
Says, I don't know, whenever
앞으로는
I
어떻게 하실
practice,
생각이에요?
그걸 제가 또 노리고 하면 되니까.
I just didn't make Vikings in practice, so that's what I
연습할
brought
때는
here
막
today.
바이킹 뽑아가지고 괴롭히고 이런 플레이를 한다는 거죠.
다 섞어서 많이 하는 것 같아요.
그리고 조지명식의 이제는 지난 시즌에
He
좀
said, aren't you
아쉽게
worried
지금
about other
원희락
players are
선수와
going to notice his
동반해서
style and
탈락을
try to counter
했는데
it?
이번에는 같이 올라가게 됐어요.
네.
올라가서 복수는 하셔야죠.
He says, but I can utilize that, the mind
만나고
games
싶지
there
않은
with that.
건가요?
그냥 별로 하고 싶지가 않아요. 별로 다른 사람이랑 하고
And he said, so you moved to the round of
인터뷰할 때는
16.
원희삭 선수 좀 이기기 쉽다
You
이런
might end
표현을
up facing
했었잖아요.
up against Party.
옆에 두 분이
And he says, I don't want to play him.
같이 한 거예요.
아 같이 한 거예요?
네.
He said, but when you had the open
원희삭
interview,
선수가 만나기는
you said that
싫다는
Party
거죠.
was an easy opponent.
별로 좋은 그게 없어가지고.
He's like, I only said that because the other
이제
two players
테란이
said
두
that.
명밖에 없기 때문에 앞으로 좀 많이 좀 이끌어 가
He
주시길
said, so
좀
there's only two
바랍니다.
Terrans so far in the
축하드리고요.
round of 16.
네, 이번에는 참 오래 살아남아 계셔야 될 텐데 이번에 조성주 선수를 마지막으로
I'm sorry, guys, I didn't
세
catch
명이
that
모두
last
진출을
part.
했네요. 이번에도 이 팀원들을 뽑겠다 이렇게 협박하실 거예요?
저는 뽑고 싶은데
네,
She said, are you going to threaten your teammates?
상황을 봐서.
우승하려면 뽑아야 하지 않을까요?
He says it depends on how they do. If the other ones are
하지만
advanced
팀원들도
into the round
너무
of
싫어할 것
16.
같아서 좀 걱정은 되겠네요.
네, 약간 걱정이 돼요.
She said,
팀원을
well, all
뽑고
your
싶은데
teammates might hate you
걱정이다.
then.
자, 사실 오늘 조
And he said,
1위였으면
I actually
댄스 타임
want
한번 만들어
to pick
보려고
my,
했었어요.
to pick my
분위기도
teammates as my
좋고,
opponent.
기세도 좋고, 또
But if I do that, I'm worried
춤추는
they'll hate me.
많은데 자 이번에 어떻게 예상하고 계세요? 우승 자신 있으세요?
She said, are you confident to win the whole thing? The whole GSL?
잘안 나오는 것 같아서
네.
제 실력만 나오면 우승할 것 같아요.
지금 제가 춤 시키는 줄 알고
So,
깜짝
you know, the times
놀랐죠.
before I felt like I couldn't pull out my true best
그
performance in a lot of broadcasted matches. So.
그래요. 자, 제가 대신에 오늘은 또
she
감기에
asked her,
걸리셨다고
are we gonna see any
하고
dancing
믿을 수는
from him?
없는데 어쨌든 또 조 2위니까
And he said, no, I
나중에
won't be
정말
doing
멋진
that.
경기력으로 1위 진출하거나 아니면 결승급 진출 정도 확정했을 때 그때는 댄스 타임 한번 가죠.
She says, all right, I'll give mercy on you because you've had a
네,
cold.
네,
You've had a lot of
알겠습니다.
long matches today. You must be
알겠습니다.
really
자,
tired.
그러면 결승 공약으로 댄스 타임을 약속을
And when you move on to the higher
해주셨고요. 자,
round,
마지막으로 이 팬분들께 인사 한마디
Please
부탁드립니다.
dance for us. And he says, okay, I'll try.
늦게까지 응원해 주셔서 감사하고 꼭 좋은 성적
Any
내서
words to your fans?
우승하도록 하겠습니다.
네, 알겠습니다. 다시 한번 16강
All
진출
fans who cheer
축하드립니다.
for me every single time.
네.
I'm so
자,
grateful to
이렇게
you
오늘
guys.
2조 두
And
번째로
please
이
tune into my
16강
next
진출을
matches.
이뤄낸 진에어 그린믹스 조성주 선수를 만나봤습니다.
And that does it for the
저는
interview.
그 뒤로 6시 30분
Great games today. Really good games.
Yeah, very nice.
It was
Quite
interesting to see
enjoyed.
the no Viking play.
Yeah,
It seems like that's something you can do on maps where you're just going to have a more open area.
Yeah.
You get a good surround.
especially if you have a style like him where you're always in their face.
Yeah.
Vikings are for like a longer game, I guess, to whittle down Colossus over time. But
Sure.
if you're constantly trading your bio in, you don't really.
Yeah, if you're bombarding them all the time
Yeah.
with drops and
There's a certain way you can do it.
Yeah. He
kind
makes
of
it
like,
work. It looks really cool.
It's kind of like skipping upgrades in PvT and using Blink aggressively, and because of
Yeah,
that.
just sort of out-muscling them
Yeah.
before they get too strong with those upgrades.
Yeah, we'll see
So-
how far you can go with styles like that. It's pretty exciting.
So we saw Parting and Maru move on. I don't think anybody can be unhappy with results like that. It's going
Except
to make
for
the round of
Hack in
16.
first.
Yeah, they might be unhappy, but it's going to make for a great round of 16. And definitely tune in on Friday, same time, same place.
That's right. Heart, Solar, Super, and Innovation. Super's been playing really well lately.
Yep.
Really well. So can he get through the boss that is Innovation? And Solar's been doing so well. Heart, he's the underdog. He's the real
He's got a
underdog
fun
on
play
Friday.
style, a lot of aggressive games.
Yeah.
But we'll see how he fares because those other players are they produce better results.
Absolutely.
So it'll be interesting to see how that game goes. Great work as always, Aritosis. I'm glad to hear you're no longer sick.
Me too.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you Friday. We love you. Good night.
Cannot stop that fever. Cannot stop that fever. I just wanna tell ya, you just got a mighty agenda. Wanna please you all day long.